They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Go!
Ready, 280. Mike's 43. 65, 65. 65.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing to Stafford. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
It's double right. Stay 50, stay 50. Bravo. Me and you. Check 31, check 31. Back, 6-6. Pull it high.
Stafford on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
He goes, set, lose 60. I'm trying to collect. Double right. 43 is the mic.
To throw again on second down. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From from the gun. Stafford. Dancing to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No, check that. Go. 2 right here.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, 22. Check 3. 218. Chop it. 22. Hey, Charlie. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Not here.
Now Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
4 down. Hey, motion.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And able to find Garcon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Pierre Garcon, 68 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Monday.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Check. Hey, Delta.
These two teams all tied after one. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check. 43. Yeah. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Rip left. 0. 43 is the mic. 43. Buds. I'm coming. Mike's 43.
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, D-line. 10.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's go.
12 more yards there and another first down. Now Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
He's taken down at the 17.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Hey, 54.
From the 17, Stafford caught left side, Garcon. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Detroit.
Ready.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
Cardinals.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check girls, check girls.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They give to Johnson going right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. Here we go with Johnson, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Rush 6, bullet, high, rush in. Watch switch. Go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. 51's a Mike. 51. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Come on, set. Mike, come on. Mike, 51. Echo. Watch it slant. Squeeze. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Rip right.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, boy.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Set, lady. Mike's 43. You don't want this. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Check, 280. Check, 43. I got you. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 50, stay 50. 10.
On 1st and 10, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 57 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Murray going to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Strong right. 3.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive, and they're hoping to read the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big run there by Johnson. 47 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run it with Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 13-yard line.
43.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Before you go, set! Red 80! Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford being chased out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here's Stafford, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Showing it. Yes. Let flow.
Murray now on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Hey, don't take. Look back. That's it. Let it go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Go.
To throw is Murray. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Devon Kennard. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Set. Yellow 80. 43 is the mark. Yellow 80. 32.
On first down, Johnson. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Give him 3 on first down. He'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
40, set, lose 60.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught by Garcon.
Stafford's pass.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
An 8-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's get this.
They go to Johnson again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams